Hey, ladies, my very important princesses of Joy to the Girl. I wanted to share with you a book again called Ask and It Is Given, Learning How to Manifest Your Desires by Esther and Jerry Hicks. Okay, so one of the things that we always have, usually, if we're the typical person, have difficulties sometimes with money, right? We have this love hate relationship. It flows, it doesn't flow. And they have something in the book called the wallet process, which I found really fascinating. Okay, they say, well, when do you use this process? Okay, you use this process when you want to attract more money into your life, when you want to improve the way you currently feel about money, or in order to allow even more money to flow into your life. So let's say you are in the flow and you want to keep it going, you want to be more in the flow, and it says, or if you feel that there is a shortage of money in your life, this is a great time to use this process. Okay, so it's really interesting because they say, here's the process. First, obtain a $100 bill. Okay, and I'm sure that you could use a $50 bill, you could use a $20 bill. It's all very, it's the same concept, okay? So you put it in your wallet or your purse, and you keep it with you at all times. And whenever you hold your wallet or your purse, remember that your $100 bill is there. Feel happy that it's there. Like, how do we feel when we have $100? It's like, yes. And remind yourself often of the added sense of security. So it's not so much about the money, right? Money, sometimes it isn't about the money for us, but what it is about is the added sense of security that we have when we do have money, until you get to that wonderful place of nirvana where you're in the flow and you absolutely 100% in your soul know that you are in the flow and that the universe is abundant and it's giving to you all the time. We're still in a 3D world. We're still living a 3D mindset until that happens, right? Until we become an ascended master, basically. And so we have to deal with real world things. And it says, now, as you move through your day, take note of the many things that you could purchase with that $100. So as you pass a nice restaurant, a fancy restaurant that you maybe have always wanted to eat at, you could stop in and say to yourself, well, if I really wanted to, I could make a reservation for that place now. I could eat there. If you see something in a store, so let's say you're in a retail store, you're in Macy's, you're in Home Goods, you're in any kind of retail shop or store, and you can say, wow, those shoes are, they're $100. I could get those if I wanted to, right? So then it says, by holding the $100 bill and not spending it right away, you receive the vibrational advantage of it every time you even think about it. So now you're putting yourself in a mindset where you're actually thinking positively about money, and you're even better, you're not just spending it on any old thing, right? When you go to spend that $100, you're really going to get something that you really want, that you really desire. Okay, so now, Abraham, who is the person who is challenged, is a collective. I mean, he's the person who basically is being channeled. And they ask him, I guess the channeler was speaking in a group. And so they said to him, Abraham, well, you obviously haven't been in the real 3D world for a while yet, because $100 isn't going to get you very far. And he says, you have missed the point. You spend $100 1,000 times a day or 100,000 times a day, and you have spent the equivalent. If you spend $1,000 times a day, and you have spent the equivalent then of $100,000. So, and that will bolster your feeling of prosperity. You see, it is the way that you feel is the point is your point of attraction, right? So it's basically also piggybacking off of the law of attraction. So I thought that was a really fun, clever idea, and something that any of us can do. Like I said, you can either do it with a 20, you could do it with a 50, and it's about making yourself feel good about money and being in that higher vibration, where we're, you know, not in that tug of war with money, the way that we've grown up with. A lot of times we have developed the way that we feel about money from our parents, from society, and from childhood. And so this is a way to kind of get yourself out of that, and I thought it would be really fun. So I hope that you found this useful, ladies. And you know, I don't even know, I'm just so excited about this journey. I do know that Marion is also gonna join and putting some videos in the group from a book called A Course in Miracles, and I hope that she gives you a little bit of a background about the author and the process of how he wrote this book, because there are a lot of big people out there who are these spiritual gurus, and many of them have become successful from reading the book called A Course in Miracles. So hopefully, you know, she'll be popping that on here real soon. So anyway, ladies, feel free to post your own things, you know, as long as it's positive and uplifting. You know, feel free to post in here. If you want to put some videos in here about yourselves, introduce yourselves. It's a small group right now, which I really, really like. And, you know, I want to keep it that way. I like that personal touch. So, and as you know, we're keeping everybody posted on, you know, airfares and hotel links and links for dinner and eating out. You know, we really want to make this a fun experience for everyone. So anyway, until next time, bye.